countries taking away DEI was used to support and to help the wrongs that have been done to black people. But guess what? It supported everybody. We can't just America's not just going to do something just for one group, right? Typically, but usually they do. They find a loophole for everyone else. But when it's dealing with black Americans, we have to share the wealth with everyone, right? And when we talk about our pain and our issues of life, we are the squatters, right? In their eyes. Just the Filipinos are the squatters in the Philippines. Black Americans are seen as squatters in America, right? So certain places in the Philippines that looks very rough and deserted, well, you can find that in hoods and ghettos, in lower income, impoverished inner city places within America. Usually that's predominantly populated by black and brown people, specifically black people. Okay, so that's how I can relate to you, right? The pain that you see and feel, and of the oppression, and you said oppressed, right, of America. I feel that too. Blacks are oppressed by our own country. But the sad part about it, when Filipino or Asians come to America, whatever issues or ills they have over there, when they become Americans in the United States, they can forfeit whatever stereotype and fall right in line to the model minority of the Asian. I'm educated, I'm smart, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, and I'm white adjacent, and I can treat you black Americans like white Americans treat you, because I'm white adjacent. So whatever ills that you have in your own countries that America may or may not have done, you guys can come to America and clean up. Blacks don't have that. Black Americans don't have that luxury. We're always going to be black Americans. No matter where we go in the world, we're always going to be treated as black Americans or politically black. Just like here in the Philippines, you have the black Asians. I didn't listen. I knew Asians were black genetically. I knew this as a kid, but I couldn't prove it outright. Now I'm older and I'm releasing on my page and my social media about all these black Asians, these indigenous black Asians, and then I see on social media, on YouTube and TikTok, of how others are doing the same work, bringing awareness to the whole globe that there are black Asians, there are indigenous black Asians here. But to see them, when I saw them for the first time, here's the situation. I was in Rambla. This is not the first time I've seen a black Asian. I've seen them plenty of times since I've been here. But I saw a black Asian, indigenous black Asian, when I was in Rambla. And it was a group of kids. And one of them looked at me and tilted his head like, huh? Like, he looked at me like as if you look like me. Like, it was that recognition. Like, huh? And then I saw a black Asian woman. Young, beautiful black Asian woman. I mean, Asian in the face all day long, but she had woolly hair. She had very chocolate skin, walking with her girlfriends. Now, her girlfriend's dark and beautiful. And I was like, wow. And she knew she was beautiful. I was with my friend, and her friends were coming, and she was walking, and we were looking at some art pieces. She was walking up with her friends and walking by, but just her aura, how she was moving, how she was vibing, she knew she was gorgeous. And that's when I smiled. I said, oh, I'm in the right place. Because they don't feel like they're ugly because they're black here. In this place. Now, when they move to Manila, I don't know if they go through a ritual or where they have to bleach. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you can speak to that, but that's just what I want to talk to before you ask another question. This is just what I wanted to address.
Like the system here in Manila.
Oh, just the colors.
Now the colorism.
Well, I was just relating to the squatter situation that you were talking about, how Black Americans also experience oppression from our own country, and we are squatters in our own country, relating to you, and how certain places in the Philippines is third world. Well, in a lot of places in America, if you walked there and you didn't know it was America, you would think it was third world. And typically it's in the ghettos, the hoods, and the lower income places. Not to speak ill will about my country, but it is what it is. That is what it is, right? Schools are closed, schools are underfunded. You know, kids can barely eat, go to, you know what I mean? And in America, and white Americans and act like investors, how investors act here, that's how white Americans who are in authority act towards us. For the most part, you're lucky you're still here. You're lucky that you still, you know what I mean? They treat us as if we're not Americans. That's just the sentiment that Black Americans feel. Now, we're not a monolith, but that's just how I'm just trying to relate to it.
And I guess that's why this type of topics are really important to discuss, because for years system have created this image, this facade of a perfect world that they really want to push, so that the people really turns a blind eye on what's happening with the reality. But with this type of discussion, we are putting a spotlight to the truth, to the reality of the people who really experience what's happening on the ground, who experience it firsthand and know what the real truth is, what's happening. Because again, for years the system has created the individualistic mindset, like eat, rest, sleep, work, that type of cycle, so that we don't create a community anymore. That's why this type of open space discussion is important, because sharing our stories is really the way to progress. Like, sharing our stories is the way to break the system that is trying to divide us. Sharing our stories is what really empowers us all, because at the end of the day, we are the one that can really relate to each other, because we are the one in the front line of this world. Yeah.
Woo, that was a good answer. Woo, I just feel like people are clapping. Right? I just sense in my spirit, people are like, yeah, he said that. He said that. You did say that, and you're right. And this is how we can connect with one another, one another, and to learn from one another, to appreciate each other's cultures, to appreciate one another. I just want to bring it back to the title of, you know, the mother of us all, right? Who are Asians to you, right? And Asians to me are extended family. That's who Asians are to me. And this is my last point, and I'll let you close out, because I know I don't want to be over our time here. But let's try to keep it to an hour, right? But yeah, I just really appreciate you, your willingness to learn, and your willingness to give your insight. You're so much knowledgeable. You fit the stereotype of an Asian in America. You're brilliant. You're smart. Like, you are the model minority in America. If you're in America, oh my gosh. But yeah, but no, seriously, you're very brilliant. You're young. You're inspirational to me. I'm glad to have met you. Thank you for opening up your life to me and allowing me to be friends with you in a professional way. We don't go out drinking and do anything like that. Nothing crazy. It's just really, really professional. And there's nothing, crazy or anything like that. So I just appreciate you just being inspirational to me, knowledgeable, smart, charismatic, you're a great looking guy, and you're confident, right? And you're talented. You have so many talents, right? Just so much. And you model, you create your own clothes, you are into digital media, you have your own business that you're working on. I mean, like, you are great. I just want to let you know that you're great, okay? And I believe that you have all the makings to make it in life and whatever you want to do, okay? That's just what I believe for you, and others like you. But yeah, so who are Asians to me? Asians are family, extended family, and I hope whoever listens to this can relate to it and choose to relate to it, and not allow any stereotype or any bias to get in the way. And I know it's going to be a process, right? But this is why the mother of us all is here, for us to have intersectionality once again, and just to respect each other and get to know each other. From our lens, not from a white European genetic lens. And I say it this way is because this is how it's been given to us. We have been divided, we have been destroyed, and we have been occupied, we have been enslaved. All of us have, right? For the most part. So the atrocities and things that have happened to us and things that are yet still the vestiges, as we said earlier in the beginning of this conversation, this interview, the vestiges of slavery are still with us. The mother of us all is to help us understand what those are by utilizing theories, sciences of brilliant scholars, brilliant doctors, brilliant people who are physicians in this game, right? In this the scholarship, right? I'm just trying to add my brick, right? There's plenty of bricks here, and bricks way older than me, right? And me and you both. But I just want to add my brick in here, and it seems like you want to add yours too. So let's just continue to build.
Yeah, and I just wanna to like end this with like one a word or two I like is that really sharing is like power. Like sharing your knowledge can really progress your community. So don't be afraid to open up your stories, open up your knowledge, open up your skills to others because it will help us. And that's all for. And thank you all for listening for today's episode of Cafe Wish Podcast.